What if I told you that the world's most successful automaker started in a wooden shack? That a blacksmith's son who never graduated university built a company that would sell over 100 million of the same product? This is the untold story of Honda, and how one man's obsession with engineering perfection conquered the entire world. Hey everyone! Today we're diving deep into one of the most incredible business stories ever told. Honda didn't just become successful. They revolutionized 3 entire industries: motorcycles, automobiles, and robotics. But their journey to world domination started with failure, rejection, and a man who refused to give up. If you love stories about innovation and never giving up, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Chapter 1. The Unlikely Founder. Our story begins in 1906 in a small village near Mount Fuji, where Soichiro Honda was born to a blacksmith family. But here's the crazy part. Honda hated school. He was so uninterested in traditional education that he actually forged his family seal using a rubber bicycle pedal to avoid showing his parents his bad grades. Instead of books, Honda was obsessed with machines. He spent his childhood in his father's bicycle repair shop, and when he saw his first car at age 8, he was so fascinated that he lay down under it just to smell the oil and gasoline. At 21, Honda opened his first auto repair shop, but he wasn't content just fixing things. He wanted to build them. In 1937, he founded his first company, Tokai Seiki, to manufacture piston rings. But here's where it gets interesting. Honda had no formal engineering training, yet he was competing against established companies. Toyota rejected his piston ring designs multiple times. Most people would have given up. But Honda? He went back to school, not for a degree, but to audit engineering classes. He spent years perfecting his craft until Toyota finally accepted his designs. Chapter 2. Rising from the ashes. Then disaster struck. World War II devastated Japan, and Honda's factory was destroyed by bombing. Most of his remaining facilities were wiped out by an earthquake. At age 40, Soichiro Honda had lost everything. But here's where the legend really begins. In 1946, using parts from surplus military radio generators, Honda started attaching small engines to bicycles in a wooden shack. Japan was in ruins, gasoline was scarce, and people needed cheap transportation. In September 1946, he founded the Honda Technical Research Institute. 2 years later, with his business partner Takeo Fujisawa, they officially incorporated Honda Motor Company. Their first product? A motorized bicycle they called the Dream. Chapter 3. The Super Cub Revolution. In 1958, Honda launched a product that would change everything, the Super Cub. But this wasn't just another motorcycle, it was a revolution on 2 wheels. While other motorcycles were big, loud, and intimidating, the Super Cub was different. It had a step-through design, automatic transmission, and an enclosed chain so you wouldn't get your clothes dirty. Honda's genius marketing slogan? You meet the nicest people on a Honda. The results were insane. In just 5 months, they sold 24,000 units. By the second year, nearly 167,000 Super Cubs. But here's the mind-blowing part. The Super Cub became the best-selling motor vehicle of all time. Not just motorcycle. Motor vehicle. Over 100 million Super Cubs have been sold, making it more successful than any car ever made. From Tokyo to Thailand, Nigeria to Nepal, the Super Cub became the backbone of transportation for millions of people. Honda had conquered the motorcycle world, but they were just getting started. Chapter 4. Automotive Domination. In 1963, Honda shocked the automotive world by entering the car market with the T360 mini truck. Traditional automakers laughed.
Every inch for passenger comfort, yet it still gets incredible mileage. Notice the rich textures here.
How could a motorcycle company build cars? They weren't laughing for long. The Honda Civic launched in 1972 during the oil crisis, offering incredible fuel efficiency when Americans desperately needed it. Then came the Accord in 1976, which became one of the best-selling cars in American history. But Honda's real genius was in engineering. In 1989, they introduced VTEC, variable valve timing and lift electronic control. This technology allowed Honda engines to be both fuel-efficient and powerful, something that seemed impossible. Then, in 1990, Honda did the unthinkable. They launched the NSX, a supercar that could outperform Ferrari and Lamborghini, but was reliable enough to drive every day. Formula One legend Ayrton Senna helped develop it, and it revolutionized what a supercar could be. Chapter 5. Racing to glory. Honda's engineering excellence wasn't just proven on the street. It dominated on the racetrack. They entered Formula One in 1964, and by 1965, they had their first victory. But the real glory years came in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The McLaren-Honda partnership with drivers like Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna was legendary. Between 1988 and 1991, Honda-powered cars won 44 races and 4 consecutive Constructors' Championships. Even today, Honda continues to push the boundaries in F1, with their power units helping Max Verstappen and Red Bull Racing dominate the sport. In 2026, they're partnering with Aston Martin to continue their racing legacy. Chapter 6. The future begins. But Honda didn't stop at cars and motorcycles. In 1986, they began developing something that seemed like science fiction. ASIMO, a humanoid robot that could walk, run, dance, and even play soccer. ASIMO wasn't just a publicity stunt. For over 20 years, Honda used ASIMO to develop advanced robotics, artificial intelligence, and mobility technologies. While other companies were focused on profits, Honda was literally building the future. Today, Honda is applying this robotics knowledge to create avatar robots and autonomous driving systems. They're not just making cars, they're reimagining human mobility. Chapter 7. Global Empire. Today, Honda is truly a global empire. They operate in over 150 countries, employ more than 200,000 people, and produce everything from motorcycles to jets to lawnmowers. The numbers are staggering. Over 300 million motorcycles produced. Over 75 million cars. They're the world's largest motorcycle manufacturer and one of the top automakers globally. But Honda's conquest isn't just about size. It's about innovation. They're leading the charge in electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel cells, and sustainable transportation. Their goal? Carbon neutrality by 2050. From a wooden shack in post-war Japan to a global empire worth over $50 billion. Honda's story proves that with enough determination, innovation, and refusal to accept failure, you can literally conquer the world. Soichiro Honda once said, "Success is 99% failure." Every rejection, every setback, every impossible challenge only made Honda stronger. They didn't just build a company, they built a legacy of never giving up. What's your favorite Honda innovation? Are you Team Civic, Team NSX, or maybe you're excited about their robots? Let me know in the comments below. And if this story inspired you, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible business stories that will blow your mind. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next time someone tells you something is impossible, just think about the blacksmith's son who conquered the world. See you in the next video.